All right, the Trump administration has released thousands of documents related to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. This was a years-long effort, and while many of the documents were previously released by President Biden, they were heavily redacted. A team of CBS News reporters has been going through all of them this morning, including CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns. And she joins me now. So, Caitlin, I just want to be clear, as we just said in the introduction, a lot of what was released today had already been out in the public domain, right? In fact, President Biden, back in 2023, I believe, released similar documents, if not these exact ones, perhaps, but without the redactions.
Yeah, exactly, Vlad. There's nothing really new here. A lot of these documents that we saw last night released are unredacted, but by and large, there isn't a huge, bit of information that's exactly new here. What's notable is that you can access most of these now online through the National Archives website. There are still some that have not been released because they are in the process of being digitized, so those will be available later. And then there are some that we just can't see because they're under court seal at the moment, and it's not clear when those would ever be lifted. And so we're waiting to see on those fronts. But by and large, this was a campaign promise made by President Trump, and how they're describing it is as a campaign promise kept. I was actually traveling with Trump while he was campaigning in Arizona the day that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. endorsed him. And it was then that he made the announcement that he would, if elected, release all of these files. And you may remember in the early days of his administration, one of the earliest executive orders he signed was to release these files along with the files from MLK Jr. and Robert F. Kennedy's assassinations as well. So as you mentioned, we had a whole team here at CBS going through these documents, and they're really, honestly, sometimes difficult to read. These are scanned in documents. Some of them are handwritten notes. It's difficult to read and decipher some, but we did talk to a historian last night who said that there's really no smoking gun here, but this does provide some transparency to all of this. And there are going to be historians and researchers who are able to cull through a lot of this and maybe put together pieces for history, a lot of descriptions about sources and methods of the CIA at the time. So a lot of information, as you can imagine, but still no evidence to suggest that there was anyone other than Oswald being the lone shooter.
Yeah, I think it's an excellent point that you make there, Caitlin, that at some point there will be historians that will cull through this and perhaps develop a bit of a different narrative, not in what occurred on that fateful day of November 22nd, 1963, but perhaps the events leading up to it that may be previously unknown or underreported. But really, at the end of the day, there isn't anything. It's not. I think we're so conditioned by Hollywood to expect that, the documents come out and somebody says, "Eureka! We just discovered something that we never knew," and it just doesn't work like that in government. It really doesn't.
Yeah, Vlad, I can tell you, having gone through a lot of these along with the team, it is not a glamorous exercise. It's a very tedious one. They're basically just all dumped online. You kind of have to click through these files. So anyone can do it. You're welcome to have at it and see what you all can find. But this was,
I'm good.
yeah.
I'll wait for the movie.
There you go. There you go. We'll work on a screenplay for you next.
Hey, Caitlin, always good to have you, my friend. Thank you very much.